PPRNradio.net. The station that's home with your wife. While you're at work, we keep her company. We keep her happy.
Sorry, Jason. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good.
PPRNradio.
It starts by itself. So, all right, we are live. We are live here on Facebook. I guess we don't have one that's showing up, but it's all right. So we have the Sawtelles on. So Jason, I always say his name funny. I think everybody laughs at me when I say Jason Gerrish. Gerrish. I think that was the joke of the. Hey Ricky, can you tell me how it sounds when you get a chance? And we have Phil Hall. So and I don't know where the Minx is, and I don't know where Pepino is.
Right.
Phil's got his wrench. If they join us later, they join us. She's at this Lisa's having an issue with the Airbnb.
She's on an Airbnb?
Yeah, I thought she was gonna come to the studio.
Oh, she's in Florida now?
She's down the street.
Oh.
Her dad lives down the street. All right, anyway, so as we start, Phil Hall has his own show in Torrington on WAPJ, and it's called the Nutmeg Chatter. You can catch it on Sundays, or you can go to where people go under 40 onto the internet and check it there. So if you're in the Torrington neighborhood, though, I bet you they would love for you to give them ratings on their airwaves, because WAPJ is a nonprofit, but it's also been there a very long time. I believe the studio is older than the road.
Probably. It's community radio, so it's everybody pitches in to help. Nobody makes a great deal of money from it. In fact, nobody really makes any money from it, but we're there to fill the airwaves with talk and music.
Yep, keep the legends alive is what I say. It doesn't matter how nice it is, as long as you keep the legends alive. WWCO in Waterbury still open, and WATR in Waterbury still open as well. So, hey, Phil, if you're ever in there and you're doing a live show, take a ride up the street. You're gonna go west, I believe. There's a deli called Alfredo's Deli, really good.
Yeah. Well, Jay Roberts used to be around the corner from the studio. He had some sort of little venue there. I don't know if it's
the
still
Hub.
there. The Hub, yes.
Yeah, that closed a little while ago, I think.
I forgot Jason was a Connecticut boy. Sorry.
Oh, that's why he was in the studio with us so many times.
You know what? Though? Once he becomes a redneck, that's it. It's done.
That's it, man.
He gets that tenure or that name, and that's it. You can't be nothing else more than a redneck now. What's for breakfast, Jason?
He left Connecticut for Tennessee.
What? You just cut out, man.
What's for breakfast? Grits and biscuits?
I don't eat breakfast. Coffee's for breakfast. That's my breakfast.
Oh, that's the other redneck food. And then we got the Sawtelles, who also live over in the northwest part of Connecticut, correct?
Central.
Plantsville. I thought you guys lived in Litchfield. Why did I think that?
No.
Yeah, we're the bustling metropolis of Plantsville.
Oh.
Both of these guys have been guests on PPRN from the early years. Way early years, before Phil left.
Before BP and AP.
Okay.
So you guys have kissed and made up, obviously. So that's good.
We made up, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's life's too short.
I'm trying to think. We were at I don't know if it was the original studio.
I've had
one in Wallingford. You joined us in Wallingford.
We were there the last night that you were, the last show that you did, and then there were some nettle dudes in the next studio, and it was bleeding over. And Pete, I remember you were banging on the walls because you were so pissed.
Because she kicked us out, and then give us the last show in peace, and then she ended up turning on me. So like everybody else in the fucking industry, everybody turned on me. It's whatever.
Frank Zappa used to say, the more talented you are, the more people really hate you.
Well, you know what, you guys, I don't know if you guys were following me. I ended up getting my 15 minutes after all that, because I ended up doing a 2-year bid on PLR, and then I ended up working for iHeart for a little bit.
Oh
So-
yeah, no,
we've
we
seen,
knew all that.
yeah.
Yeah,
we
so
know that.
everybody used to say, it's never going to get you nowhere, especially my mother. She would say, you would never get nowhere. And you know what? In people's eyes, I didn't get too far, but I got to where I wanted to be. So I guess that's, I was on a morning show, and you just got to roll with the punches. But everybody has their own little. Now you know what my claim to fame is, or my excitement is, when my fucking riding mower starts. I love when my riding mower starts, and as long as it's not chewing up my hand, I love when the riding mower starts and the grass is cut. Today I did some aerating and threw some seed down. That's what I. That's
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Boy,
so
you're-
there's like grass down there where you are? I
Is
thought
it-
it'd be too hot for grass.
It is too hot for grass, but we've been getting all the rain that you guys aren't getting. So
Oh, okay. All right.
actually,
I thought you'd have like decorative stone like they have in Phoenix or something.
oh, we did have a drought, but I think Florida's turning into Connecticut slowly, surely, because you guys have the heat wave, and we were at an 88 the other day.
Oh man, yeah, it was brutal up here. And this past weekend, we looked out the window. I think it was Sunday, like around 6.
It was
6:30,
green, yellow, green
like
out.
outside. The whole
wow.
atmosphere, all the way down to the grass. It was like this yellow, and then the storm blew
Yeah.
through. I mean, I don't know if you got it, Phil, but it was horrible. Tornadoes, like some tornadoes.
Well,
We
I'm
usually
not
get that right
supposed to
before a
stuff.
tornado. I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like this like you were looking through those amber or like shooting glasses, like that yellow. That's what it looked like outside. It was
It's
freaky.
freaky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was freaky.
See, it's funny you say that, because in Florida you said that people don't grow grass,
Yeah.
but in certain neighborhoods, if you don't have grass, they give you a fine.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, I can't live down there then, because like I hate lawn work, and we have like the smallest amount that you could do probably and be socially acceptable, like all the corners, like what we took there's no bushes in front of our house because we ripped them out, and then weeds grow up right in the corners, like where the push mower can't reach, and like every so often I get guilty, but I think there's weeds out there like that are maybe like 8 feet tall now.
I'm so into my lawn that I bought these aerating shoes. What they are is they're spiked shoes. And the spikes are like this big, and you put them on your feet, and it looks
Yeah,
like
and you just like stomp around.
you walk the whole yard. When you're fat and 54, you run out of breath. You run out of breath, fucking. So it made it look like I was one of those marching band people. I tied one of those spreaders to my back, and I was wearing my shoes. So every time I would aerate, I was walking, and the seeds would spread around. You should see. I'm
I
telling
bet you like those spreaders to your back.
I do. I like when little things hit my back. But you know what? I got like a little orange tree. I got a mango tree. I got a banana tree. So I'm happy. No more radio. I'm just doing. I'm gardening now.
Sweet.
We have one peach tree.
We have an orange tree, but there's a grasshopper that keeps eating it.
That's like a monster-sized grasshopper if it's eating your oranges.
I'm going to send you guys a picture of it. It's this really big grasshopper, and it eats everything.
Oh, Jesus.
Like this
That sounds
big.
disgusting.
It is. It's terrible.
So I like the long hair. It looks good.
Thank you.
Why are you
Yeah.
lying to him?
No, I like it.
I'm
I
kidding.
thought you were
I'm kidding.
coming in the studio today.
Where's your lovely wife?
She is outside with the fucking husky who's got more hair than I do.
Oh, the dog. The dog's
Yeah.
cute too.
Thank you. I've been growing my hair for like 2 years. It's finally getting to where I want it.
Yeah, I think it looks all right.
Thank you.
That's the highest compliment you can get. I think it looks all right.
Hi. No, when they say all right, then I'm offended. But
You
when
know
they
what,
say
Pete?
it
She
like
said
you're
all right.
honest,
She
and you
didn't
go,
say
all
all
right.
right. Pete, you know what? You look all right.
Yeah, see,
Shake
now
that
I'm
head of
offended.
hair.
Now I'm offended. No, she gave me a good complex. Now you're giving me a bad one, so I'm going to fix it for you. There you go.
Put some bows in it now. Barrettes and
And
bows.
the forehead is growing though, huh? Yeah. All right, so Lisa just tuned in. Lisa,
Sorry, I'm late. I've been up since 3 a.m. We flew into Florida today, and I don't have the proper lighting, but
No wonder
my
why
aunt
you're
helped
not
me, who's lurking in the background.
Okay. Who's that?
My aunt.
Hi, Auntie.
Her name is Aunt Jennifer. She has the world's sexiest voice. If she came on here, she'd be like, "Hello, Peter. How you doing?"
We like
And that's how she talks.
You're
Uh-oh.
on. You're
Would
on.
you like to come and say hello,
her legs.
Auntie?
Nice legs. Yeah, definitely. Two of them.
She says she's not dressed to be on camera, but they like your legs. I guess they could see your legs.
She did that fucking what is that?
Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone cross.
Yeah.
Almost like a windmill into a
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys are watching, we got the Sawtelles on here. Jason Gerrish, who's got they both do their own original music. And Jason, I don't know how long are you still in it or no?
Yeah, I'm still in it. Kind of, COVID kind of took a little bite into my career, but yeah, I'm starting to get way back into things. And the only thing about Western Tennessee, I love it here, but there's not a whole lot of venues in this area. They're mostly, in Memphis or Nashville kind of thing, further east or south kind of thing. So it's a little bit.
I'm glad you didn't fall into that Tennessee thing, because me and Ricky went to Tennessee a couple of years ago, and we were seeing people performing, and I'm like, wow, they must make good money. They're in Kid Rock's bar.
Yeah.
And there's people, in bands on a Monday morning at 7:00, and the place is packed. People drinking Bud Light. Not 7:00, but 10:00. It's like packed like a Friday night.
Yeah.
And I see these bands, and we were there all week, so we would see the bands that were at Kid Rock's place, and then the next day they were at Jason Aldean's place, and the next day they were somewhere else. And I'm like, oh, they must be making a killing. And then come to find out, they don't get paid.
They don't get paid.
What?
Yeah.
They do not get paid. And I'm going to tell you something. As much as I like Kid Rock, I don't respect them anymore.
Yeah. You cannot respect
Yeah.
Lisa,
you
he's
can't
got
respect a musician that doesn't pay another musician when you're at his status. That's crazy.
He's got his place on Broadway, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the money they make in booze,
what's making money? That's my big beef.
Oh, heck yeah.
You play at a venue and they're making money.
Those bars are packed every night on Broadway.
It's bad,
and it's not every night, Pete. It's not every night. It's all day, all night, Monday through Sunday. In Tennessee, we landed at 8:00 in the morning. We got to Broadway at 10:30, and Kid Rock's place was packed for 3 floors. There was
and you know what though? People put up with that. People will play for the exposure, and it gets them fucking nothing. Like we don't, we pretty much have the places that we play. We did really well last year, and this year, June, we played like all June, and it's all paying gigs.
Yeah, and it's gigs that none of our peers will take. Like we play the farmers markets outdoors all summer. They pay. I don't need to pay. I don't need to play a rock club at 10:00 on a Tuesday night for like 3 people. We'll play weird gigs that nobody else will take. We still do our original music. We're still us no matter where we play, and we're making money. Because
can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
sure. The farmers market, I would think that that's something that once you're out there, people are going to get to know you. Why wouldn't anybody else want to do it, especially if it's a paying gig?
I ran.
It's not prestigious enough.
Yeah, which farmers market are you doing?
We're doing
the New Haven ones. They got last year and this year they got funding, so
you get paid
New
usually.
New Haven, Connecticut.
Yeah,
I used to run the one in Bristol.
I approached them and never heard,
that was
last couple of
how
years.
long
Never
ago?
heard, like after you were gone. Then if you've been gone 5 years,
that's why you never heard back.
Yeah, no, never heard back from them.
So we play New Haven, Wethersfield. Sometimes we play New Canaan,
Trumbull.
I forgot.
So can I ask you guys a question? Because I don't know anything about you. What kind of music do the Sawtelles do?
It's just drums and guitar duo.
And we both sing.
People will see us and say, "Oh, it's vibey, or it's arty, or it's it's got like a
trippy."
But it's
Pete. You've heard us. How would you describe us? Like weird, right?
I would say if you went to Dean's, Lisa.
Dean's in Naugatuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the kind of I forgot that I had the chat room. I everybody's talking. Sorry, Dana Dane, what's up? Dana Dane, what's up? John Christopher, he calls himself. Now I don't know why he calls himself that, but you know who John Christopher is, Phil? He said hello, Chris.
Oh yeah, and Miss Rachel, of course, is with John Christopher.
Right, and then Bob Clark, what's up? He's got the Stripe Show. What's up, Jonathan Leroy? He's on there. Rich Leo, what's going on, everybody? I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. I got to say hello to the people watching and listening. So
absolutely, hello, people.
So the Sawtelles to me would be someone you would see off Bourbon Street.
Okay.
Have you ever been to New Orleans?
No, not yet.
Okay, so you guys would be the people that play at the croissant places in New Orleans.
So I'm sorry. So what does that mean? Like something that you're just kind of bopping your head to as you're talking, or the groove on the drums is really good, or the vocals what pulls you in?
I'll tell you what. How about we listen to a song from them?
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was getting at.
All right, cool.
All right, should we just do one?
And I want to give a shout out to Hat City.
Like Nike says, just do it.
Yeah, I love this one is very sarcastic. It basically starts out with hip hip hooray for your big parade. You'll be leading your disciples. Hope it doesn't rain. So it's like a big fuck you to a lot of people. So I don't know, it's not for everyone. It's weird, and we got harmonies, and it's kind of I don't know.
Let's hear it.
Hip hip hooray for your big parade. You've been leading your disciples. Hope it doesn't rain. If we can't be found, they're lost in the crowd. Would never get invited. Why hang around? We'll be causing disruptions at the end of the line. We'll be standing for the test of time. We'll be causing disruptions at the end of the line. We'll be the last one standing for the test of time. Test of time. Such a lovely click. It kind of makes me sick. That despite all our accomplishments were never picked. But we're not put off, 'cause we'll never quit. There'll be cables cut and engine revs as we see fit. We'll be causing disruptions at the end of the line. We'll be the last one standing for the test of time. We'll be causing disruptions at the end of the line. We'll be the last one standing for the test of time. Test of time. Strangers it seems, persistence we sit in this town. It'd be time to close ranks and stand our ground. Stand our ground. Standing guard in my sleep. Sleep, sleep. In my sleep. Sleep, sleep. In my sleep. Sleep, sleep. In my sleep. Sleep. Hip hip hooray for your big parade. You'll be leading your disciples. Hope it doesn't rain.
All right. So
hang on, I just lost my camera. Hang on 1 second.
I'm going to take that back and say more like B-52.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, Pete, is your guitar plugged in?
Yeah, I could turn it up.
We couldn't really hear it.
Okay.
I'll turn it up. If we do it or whatever. But.
And if we do another one, we'll do like a vibey one.
That was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of like a throwback to Peter, Paul, and Mary-esque, but with a comedy kind of, because just with the words you were saying, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that song was written because, you know, it's like there's always a scene and a click, and we're never a part of the cool kids, but we are the ones that are super dependable.
Who's the cool kids, to be honest?
Huh?
Who's the cool kids? You know what I mean? Like,
I think the nerds are the cool kids these days, honestly.
It's the hot new band, and they dress up and they gyrate. We don't dress up. We don't gyrate. We just do music.
Yeah,
you gyrate, I think.
Look, look at us. Look at us. Look at my, my dress or my pants or my hat or my makeup. We just we just play music. It's not like a spectacle. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, individuality is something to be celebrated. So you don't want to be like everybody else, and it's definitely different. Right. And I'm a musician also. Yeah. I think I might gyrate on stage a little bit. Depending on.
To me, the cool kid in high school was the one that had money for McDonald's after we smoked weed.
Exactly.
Because those fucking fried apple pies were really good after a joint.
Oh, man. Yeah. Burn your mouth.
What isn't good after smoking?
Caution, filling may be hot.
Remember that shit? That shit used to give you 33 burns and you bought another one.
Phil, is that what you used to say to the ladies?
Yeah, well, I would eat one before the lady.
No, wait.
I was kissing them with putts in my mouth or whatever, the blisters.
No, I asked Phil if he would say to the ladies, caution, the filling might be hot at a certain time. Then you said, say it again.
The filling, get it?
I get it. Boom, boom.
The filling. So are you guys still going like to do like little festivals? Let me tell you something. Try to get to the Garlic Festival this year.
Oh, okay. The one in Bethlehem?
We played it once. Yeah, we played it once.
You did?
We played it once, and it's like we were dropped from outer space, and they
didn't get it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
That's okay.
There's a place in West Hartford that does shows also. It's like a shopping center.
Oh yeah, Parkville. Well, this Hartford, Parkville. I'm trying to think
it's in West Hartford.
Something in
Blueback Square, is it?
Yes, that's it. Because when I was doing iHeart, we would do I would do stuff for them every Thursday in the summer. And
yeah, I mean, it's because it's not like covers or recognizable, and so. We're not for every kind of place, and that's totally fine.
My favorite kind of gig is kind of like if we're doing like a restaurant gig, so we're totally in the background and you don't think people are listening, but we're slowly seeping into their subconscious. So by the time, if they're there like an hour and a half or whatever, eating their meal, then they realize, eventually along the line somewhere, these guys are really good. So I like to be that. I like that kind of gig a lot, where we're just there, and people eventually will get it, I think.
Jason, what was it like moving down to Tennessee with your music?
Not as big of a change as I thought. I think biggest adjustment, like I was mentioning previously, was the lack of venues in this area, kind of thing, because it's a lot harder to book stuff. It seems like, I didn't have a network coming down here, so I gotta still look into like venues and whatnot and try to get going.
What was like when you actually moved down there? How long were you down there before the pandemic hit?
Jeez, we moved to, what did I say, about 5 years ago? 5 or 4. So
like a year?
Yeah, about a year. About a year.
Like probably right when you were going to start gaining momentum, everything shut down. Right?
I actually had stuff booked.
Yeah.
When it hit. And that was like, oh, geez. That put a giant pause on everything, So that kind of, like I said, that was a stumbling block for a little while there. But getting back into it, trying to get some stuff booked, I got, I like fairs. I like playing stuff like that. I like playing, outdoor gigs kind of thing, like you guys probably like too. I don't like being stuck in bars usually. But
so I have a question. I think I'm confused. So Jason, did you used to play with the Sawtelles, or you just play guitar?
No, I used to be a Connecticut singer-songwriter. Now I'm living in Tennessee, and they're asking about the transition to Tennessee. So
what brought
I'm
you
my
down
own.
there?
I wanted to be closer to Nashville. I wanted to be closer to just in Tennessee. I like the atmosphere down here. I like people down here, and plus the cost of living is a lot less.
Oh,
here,
totally.
So it just seemed like a smart move with the family.
Okay.
So do you do like country music? Is that why you want to be closer to Nashville? Or
Yeah,
just the vibe?
I do. Yeah,
Ask him what the name of his kid is.
What's the name of your child?
Waylon.
Oh,
Yeah, so obviously
As
after
in Waylon Jennings?
yeah.
that's
So,
kind of cool.
So yeah, I which tells you I'm a little bit more into the old school country. I'm not as much into the new stuff. I couldn't even tell you what's being played on the radio currently.
I couldn't
it's
either.
probably awful, but
It is.
But yeah, I'm much more into the old school stuff, kind of.
Yeah, Jason was our resident country music singer when we were in doing shows out of Wallingford.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember
A lot of shows, so I was very grateful for that.
Yeah, a couple of other guys on you. Like I think you had like was it Vin Corset? Yeah, a couple of other country guys I remember on too.
Was it? I think 6A got you on our show, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
Yes.
Yeah. He was
He's listening
the
to our show too. So shout out to Jonathan.
I was gonna say I saw him in the chat there. So
yeah, he was on our show
shout out,
last week, and it was good to see him again.
I listened to that last week. That was a good show last week.
I'm gonna tell you something. If you guys ever wanted to, I know Pete and Julie, you're closer to my age than Jason is, but if you guys ever wanted to just take a ride down here, there is no shortages of venues. Like they have people playing music on Monday nights. But the thing is they close by 11 down here. A lot of
them. My oldest brother moved. Yeah, my oldest brother moved down to. He has a place in Florida. He has one in Connecticut, and he says there's like stuff going on all the time, musically. So that's definitely a place I'd love to check out.
Pretty soon, we'll be able to do anything at any time.
Yeah, I'm retiring July 31st. It cannot
nice.
come.
Are you really?
Enough.
I've been retired over 2 years.
Retiring from what?
Working.
I know
full
that.
time.
What kind of a job?
I work for the state health department.
Oh, nice. You look very young to retire, so I envy you. I wish I was retiring.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be 60 in a couple weeks.
Her and Peter are very active. If you want to
Good
know
for
about
you.
that.
Yeah, but we just save.
People made fun of us because
like
we lived so frugally for 24 years.
What are you gonna do now with all the money?
They're
live
going
for
to
the rest
Disney
of our
World.
lives.
Yeah.
We're gonna drive down to
Road
Tampa and like play
Right.
good.
All right, well, come see us. We got a room for you.
Yeah, your house. Very
Yeah,
nice.
exactly.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Pete, I am going to come see you this week. Speaking of that,
Okay.
we'll talk off camera.
Okay.
So, Jason, since you're the resident country vocalist, can you drop a bar or two just so I can hear? Because I've never heard you before. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the
That's cool.
spot.
You want me to do a song?
We were gonna anyways. Yeah.
Oh, for a song, definitely. I like the song. My favorite song of yours was the one like, "Hey, little girl, is your father away so I can come over and play with you?"
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Phil, I don't
Something
think
like
you
that.
should be saying that on camera anywhere ever.
I'm paraphrasing, of course. Yeah.
Hey, pretty girl. Is
I
that
like-
one?
I like the way he said it while he was looking down at Lisa's square.
Oh, my. Here we go again.
Oh
Wow.
yeah. Lisa, the camera. You got to get it down a little, or at least let's get more of Auntie's legs. Hello, Auntie.
I think she's not paying attention.
That's okay.
Did Auntie smoke weed before you went on the air?
Believe it or not, no. She's just always very, very mellow.
Very well. Okay. She looks like she's doing that weed sleep.
She's definitely chill.
Are
Yeah.
you hearing them?
I'm hearing them. Some things I'm not getting.
She's that. She didn't hear that part.
You heard Waylon Jennings.
Yeah, and then she said she doesn't get that, which I don't blame her.
Jonathan says Nashville just isn't country. It's got a big hip hop and jazz too.
Nashville's everything. I mean, we got heavy metal artists come down to record. It's kind of like the new LA in that sense. It's kind of weird. But all the genres are coming down to record. It's not just country anymore. You know, there's some good studios, so a lot of people are from all over checking it out.
Hey, yeah, Sirius opened the studio up on Broadway in Nashville. So.
Who did?
Sirius Radio.
Oh, okay. Can you hear a guitar?
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Good. All right, let's give this a shot here. Do a song called Part of the Show. Maybe I'll do Phil's request a little bit later, maybe, but we'll try this. We'll do an original first. How's that?
Works for me.
Every hip knock sway just blows me away. Make me want you with every move. Every angelic note fills me with hope. Seeing that face fills me with grace. Well, they tell me she's amazing though. Well, I say yes, I know. Fills my heart just to know that I'm a small part of the show. Smile that smile, make me stay a while. Flash those legs, come on girl, don't make me beg. That smile, make me stay a while. You I adore more and more. Well, they tell me she's amazing though. Well, I say yes, I know. Fills my heart just to know that I'm a small part of the show. Well, every hip knock sway just blows me away.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I miss the old days.
They were great.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
Great music.
I definitely miss the old days. So, Jason, what have you been doing besides just being a dad?
Working a lot. Trying to get this next album out. Jeez, seems like it's taking forever, and it is.
So you're still involved in music?
Oh yeah.
How long have you been working on the album for?
Oh geez, about 7 years now.
Oh wow.
Feels like a lifetime.
Sometimes it takes that long.
Yeah, it's just funding and I finally, when I moved down here, I got this studio set up, so that gave me the opportunity to record a lot of it. I just gotta get some drum tracks laid down, get everything mixed and mastered, and hopefully it'll be out soon. Jeez, feels like I said, it feels like an eternity.
Well, have Sawtelles, the drummer from there, can help you lay some drum checks.
I was gonna say, if you're up for hire, sure.
Send us the WAV files and then
the WAV file. Yeah, let me see what I could do.
I'm
still
friends
friends
know each
with
other outside the show.
Do what?
Do you guys know each other outside the show?
Oh, we're friends on Facebook, I think, right?
So you must have met on the show.
We met on the show. Yeah.
Man, we made some connections, man.
Make some networking, man. It's all
PTRN, bringing people together.
Yeah, we did. We made a lot of connections, Phil.
Oh, wait a minute. If the Sawtelles are retiring from their day jobs, they can come down to Tennessee and stay with Jason.
And stay with us.
We like all kinds of
chickens, don't you? Still have chickens, Jason?
Oh yeah, we got chickens. We got chickens, ducks. Now we got geese. We got a turkey.
There you go. You can stay with Jason and have dinner for free.
And have dinner. Thanksgiving dinner.
Speaking of geese, the Portuguese lost today, motherfuckers.
The Euro soccer match?
The Euro Cup, yeah, but they didn't need to win, so I think that's what they were doing it on purpose. But I'm not a soccer fan until like the big things come, like the Euro Cup or the World Cup.
Yeah. I was in Germany once when they had the Euro match going on, and it was hilarious because they had fans from different countries going through Munich with their flags, making noises, getting drunk. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
did you ever see that?
Sounds like Bridgeport.
Did you ever see that famous clip of the soccer match? I think it was in Ireland where one of the team's mascot was a lion. So the opposing team made this big cardboard cutout of a lion and a giant penis, and they were jamming it into the lion's mouth. You could look it up on YouTube. It's pretty famous for like soccer fan like shenanigans.
That sounds like a Glory Hole Boo would visit.
So can I ask you guys a question?
What's
Can
up?
you guys see me? Because
No.
pun intended, but all I see is black.
That's all I see. Yeah.
We would say that too, but that might be a little racist.
It is a little racist. Only I can see it. All right, I'm gonna leave again and come back in. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. I'll be back.
Okay.
We have Lisa on. All we see is black too. So
Yeah. I hope she brings her aunt back with her. I like those legs. Yeah.
it was almost like watching Confessions. What show has confessions where?
Oh, was it Taxi Cab Confessions?
Something like that, where the girl would confess and someone would be in the background all fucked up.
I don't know. There was something.
Cheaters.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that's the girl. She's the girl. Her aunt's the girl in the background going, "Fuck that motherfucker! You don't need his ass. You don't need his ass."
We were playing a farmer's market in New Canaan, and Joey Greco from Cheaters is like walking around one day.
Oh, wow.
No way! Cheaters
Yeah,
is one of
he
my
must live
favorite
down there.
shows because he's so creepy.
Well, he's like, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to, and he's
here.
putting it right in their face.
I know.
You don't have
Would
to
you like
see
to see
it.
more? I think you need all the information before you can make a decision. As he creepily touches the chick's shoulder.
So Lisa, so you do some type of music? What's your function?
What is my function? Yes, I do some type of music. I do jazz, R&B. I've done some originals. Right now, I'm also a real estate agent by day, and then I'm Lisa Minx at night. That's my alter ego, and we do a lot of stuff. I do more stuff in New York than Connecticut. Trying to change that a little bit, but I'm doing it purely for fun. I mean, I'm getting paid, but I'm having more fun now than I did when I was younger.
So singing, playing?
Yeah. Singing.
Okay.
Oh, Lisa's
good.
part of the crew now. Lisa's a female Boo.
Okay.
All right, remember Boo?
Okay.
You remember Boo?
Boo? B-O-O?
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking Lori if she remembers Boo.
I've had lots of boos. You gotta be more specific. You gotta be more
No, we had a guy named Boo on the show. He was
What happened to him?
a gay black tarot card reader.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Does he have the
market?
market? Does he have the market cornered on that? I mean,
Yeah, he does. He's actually doing shows. I want to give him a shout out. He's actually in Oklahoma. If you're in Oklahoma this week, go to the Gay Pride Parade downtown Oklahoma City and look for his set. He's reading palms. So give him a shout out.
He is reading some palms.
Oh, yeah, he is. He does.
That's everything I like. I like gay people. I like tarot cards.
You should call
Put
him.
them together. Maybe I will.
But he hates vagina, so he might not talk to you.
you might get nauseous.
Yeah, he doesn't like women too much.
I'd be like, hey, my
He'd be
boyfriend
like,
wants to talk to you.
Ew, you have a pussy. Ew.
He's like, oh, you don't have like a ass. Like, oh my God.
It's funny talking to gay guys and they're like, oh, ew, how could you look at pussy? And it's like,
Oh, man.
like how can you not look at women?
We saw this episode of I think it was Taxi Cab Confessions. This is like going back like 20 years, and they were asking the cab driver, I guess, if he was gay, and he said yes, and he asked it if he ever had sex with a woman, and he said no. Like that reminds me of shaved rotting meat.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
You said
first of all,
vagina.
if he's never had it, then he can't speak on it. If he said yes, I have, and then said that comment.
No, he
that's
said no, he
different.
never
Otherwise-
did, and he was like, no, because I can't get near a vagina because it reminds me of shaved rotting meat.
So then, what does a dick remind him of?
You know, nobody asked.
You should have asked it. You got to have follow-up questions.
Can I just interject something here? This conversation reminds me of when we left our studio in Wallingford to go to Naugatuck. We had booked somebody. I forgot who it was. It was a lady singer, and Jason. If you remember, Jason showed up at Peter's house. That's where we were recording, and he actually gave us a very stern warning, saying that we have to be clean on the show because his friend was going to be on this lady was going to be on the show, and he didn't want her to be exposed to this raunchy type talk. I forgot who it was, but we actually had a PG show.
Oh, it wasn't a stern warning for crap.
It was a stern warning. It was like you keep it G-rated.
Jason doesn't seem like he's capable of giving a stern warning.
Yeah,
we did a show once. I don't know if Phil, you were there. It was Bob Backlund.
Well, I was there. I booked him.
Okay, yeah, that's right. So Bob Backlund came in, and we had a girl that swore. Her name was Lexi. She was like a.
It wasn't Lexi. It was Nick Wright's girlfriend. I forgot her name.
I thought it was Lexi that was swearing.
Lexi had already left. Yeah, but it was Nick Wright's girlfriend. Yeah.
So she was swearing, and Bob Backlund goes, "I don't fall. I don't deal. What do you say? I don't like that kind of stuff." And he banged the table. We thought he was doing shtick. And we're like, what are you talking about? And she's like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? He's like, I don't like when people talk like that. She's like, go fuck yourself. It was like, oh, and he left.
I was going to say, that's a show he walked out on. I remember.
He walked out of the show.
Yeah, he walked, the fucking wrestling star walked out on our show. It was great.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, he walked out after about a half hour, and well, it didn't matter because Nick Wright was a champion bodybuilder who was on the show, and he brought his audience in. I think it was the highest rated show we had at Wallingford.
Yeah.
But if he got mad, you know what that means, right?
Oh yeah.
We were trying not to laugh at his missing tooth with all that money. Like, how the fuck does someone with that kind of money have a missing tooth?
I don't have the answer to that question.
You would think he would have fixed that tooth.
That would be the first thing I would fix. My teeth aren't perfect. If I had that kind of money, my white teeth and the gap would be filled in, and my smile would blind you.
You know how you fill the gap in? You got to have two of the other teeth in the back pulled out. And then
I walked right into that one.
That's what happened to me. Mine closed up because I had teeth missing.
We know somebody here in Connecticut. He kind of was like snaggle-toothed. He got his teeth all fixed, and then he completely lost his sense of humor.
He wasn't the same person.
No, after he got his teeth fixed,
it was weird, really weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, totally changed his personality.
Like, imagine if Steve Buscemi got his teeth fixed. It wouldn't be the same.
Well, he almost did. Some guy punched him in the face on the street. So
yeah, I heard
recently,
about that.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't hear about
People
that.
are freaking nuts.
That was last month. It was in Manhattan. He was walking around
like
3rd
10 in the morning or something. It was like broad daylight.
Yeah.
Why? Why'd they punch him in the face?
Because they're fucking assholes. That's why.
Well, unprovoked though? I mean,
yes, unprovoked.
Have you been to New York lately?
Yeah, not in the city, but I'm in New York all the time. But I go, to the good parts. I go to like the Hamptons and Amityville, Long Island. And sometimes Queens. Phil, was that for you to let me know that you don't expect much?
Oh, I expect too much. Yeah. I'm still waiting. You got to get the camera down a little lower. I'm not seeing what I want to see.
I can't. I'm sorry. I have to leave something to the imagination, so you keep coming back every week.
But I have no imagination.
Then you better get one. Something tells me you do.
He does.
I know he does.
Every man has an imagination. I just imagine my orange tree being bigger.
Wait, say that again?
I said I imagine my orange tree being bigger.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
No, that's never going to be big.
Well, at least you live in reality, so that's good.
You got to work with what you got. I mean,
Exactly.
That's how you write your name, right, Pete?
Yeah. Right?
Just hang on to what you got.
I can write cursive.
In the snow.
We're the last generation that could do that, apparently. Right?
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know. I hate that I've become that guy where
Get off
like
my
on
lawn.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're on my lawn because that means you like it. But I hate the fact that I mentioned Mary J. Blige to a young person the other day, and they were like, "Who is that?"
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, I can't believe time went by that fast.
Yeah,
you know what's odd though? Like my kids, I will play certain songs and thinking that they don't know, and then they start singing. I'm like, "What do you know about Mary J. Blige?" And they're like, "We grew up with you, Mom," you know. And plus, there's other things that they know because they have YouTube and all these other things that they actually look up. Because some kids actually like listening to good music, not just the. And,
Do you know there's going to be a generation that don't even know who Frank Sinatra is going to be?
I know. Well, somebody has to teach them. Which is
but
why you
also-
should have music in the schools, right? Because I don't even understand how are you going to have quality musicians aside from the people that are here now that are getting older if you don't have somebody's not teaching them music. Yes, there's going to be some prodigies that can learn by ear and do stuff, but it's sad. It's very sad.
On the flip side, though, I don't know anything that's like hot and new. Like
I don't either. Well,
stuff so it's kind of the same thing. Like they
the music of today.
Like the music of today. Like come on, Grandma. Like
I disagree only because I have younger kids and I've listened to the music of today. And if it's hot, it's hot. If it's not, it's not to me. And I just think that they don't know what it's like for somebody to really make music and sit there and play a couple notes on a piano and hear. Like all they do, you play somebody $35, you get a beat, and everybody sounds exactly the same. From the female vocalists, Coco Jones, I think she's beautiful. I love her, but she sounds just like I can't think of the other names. Yeah, everybody sounds alike if you're listening to the radio. Back in the day,
Pete and Julie, are you on Facebook a lot? Have you noticed that the form of entertainment is 3-second clips of some idiot fucking doing something stupid?
Mm-hmm. We don't. I see stuff, but I just like pass it by. I don't even.
It's getting bad when the networks aren't even like renewing Law and Order in 2 years. You know what I mean? It's like these guys would rather watch a fucking gum wrapper told in 8 different fucking directions, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so pioneering! Can you open it now?" Like, what the fuck? Like,
there's no creativity.
No, and I was saying, like, we got to the age where everything is like, oh, this, that, and this, but it's at least when we were younger, we appreciated the Beatles, we appreciated Frank Sinatra, we appreciated 5 or 6 generations prior to us.
Yeah.
Like now, they don't. All they appreciate is that 5 seconds of it, like this fucking Hawk Tuah girl. I don't understand it. There's been blowing dude for years. How was that even funny?
It's all just disposable. Everything now.
Why is it's still popular? Like, what the fuck? This girl just talks about spitting on someone's dick and it's
what?
Phenomena. You never seen that?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, proud resident of Ripley, Tennessee, right there. Jeez.
Oh, you know who she is.
Yes.
Well,
wait,
Jason,
what's her name?
What the other question I'm going to have to ask you is, did she see you?
No, she didn't, thankfully.
Okay, thank God.
Let me see if I can find.
I've been happily married ever, before coming down here, so I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Let's see if I can find the clip. It's the most dumbest.
Okay. She's in what it was Ripley, Tennessee.
Ripley, yeah.
Do you have an address? I'm on map.
I don't have an address. Sorry for that.
If I can get her an address, if I can get down there.
Okay, here we go. I want to play it. It's the dumbest.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit out that thing. You get me?
I'm tired. You see, that was fucking like 2 seconds of a girl being drunk in fucking Tennessee, and it became a fucking phenomenon. Like, why?
Cause she's a hoe. You know she's a hoe.
Yeah, but there's plenty of hoes in Naugatuck. I mean, why we gotta fucking dwell on this? You know what I
She
mean?
just
Like,
got 5 seconds of camera time. I don't understand it.
We got lucky. That's all.
she did get lucky.
The right place at the right time, and the right
Can you
people. Saw
imagine
it.
being her dad?
Oh, jeez.
I'm so proud of my little girl. You know what she does for a living?
Well, you know what? Actually, know what's funny is she was a preschool teacher.
She got fired too.
She got fired. Yeah.
Really?
For what?
They canned her because of that video.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about her getting fired for that. I don't know. But you gotta watch. If you're a teacher, you gotta watch what the hell you say.
Heck yeah, you do. Yeah.
You gotta watch.
If you're a
what
person, you should watch what the hell you say. But especially if you're a teacher.
It
But the
follows
thing
you
is,
around.
When you work in a right to work state, that's what's gonna happen.
That's
You have a right
That's
to
his
fire
right
you.
to work. Yeah.
That's why it sucks down here. I mean, the only thing that sucks about being down here is that, like, you could come in one day and they don't like the way you look, like you're fired.
You're done. Yeah.
Seriously?
Nothing you can do about it.
I mean, you can come in not being insulting, but you can come in looking like yourself, and they say, "No, we don't want you here anymore," and you're out.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's fucked up.
That is.
I thought Connecticut was right to work too, though. I thought it wasn't.
No, we're not.
Connecticut,
Okay.
I think Connecticut is, but because it's such a liberal state, it don't enforce.
Never gets enforced.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What does right to work mean? Because that
You have a
seems.
right to work. We have a right to fire you. You have
Yeah.
a right to work.
You can get fired at any time, basically, for any reason.
But that's called an
Really.
at-will employer, right? You can get fired.
I believe so.
at
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
employer.
sometimes it's
Oh,
called
yeah.
an at-will. I think Connecticut technically is an at-will state.
Yeah,
so-
you can't.
Well,
Can't.
Connecticut's
At
doing-
will is you, but you can't really say I
No,
don't
no,
like.
no,
Pete,
so-
I don't like your hair.
So Connecticut
You're
can
fired.
fire you. Connecticut can fire you, but you'll win your unemployment case because they didn't do write-ups.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, right.
Florida don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Florida don't need no proof that you were an idiot. You know what I mean? Like down here, they have this thing called the good old boy syndrome. To where if you're
Is
you're
that
from
where
up
they
north-
round up a bunch of people that look like me? 'Cause
No.
that's what it sounds like to me. I don't like that.
They're actually, believe it or not, Florida is very least racist than you think. Very, very least racist. Trust me when I tell you. So is Tennessee.
You know, you're absolutely
This coming
right.
from two white men. Okay.
Yes,
I was going to say, but
I'm telling
one
you,
that,
Lisa,
one
I'm
that
so-
lives in a black neighborhood, so
Yes.
I can comment.
I know it ain't Pete.
I mean, there's a lot of interracial couples down here. There's a lot. I've run into more racism in Connecticut than I did down here, which amazes me. Because you get told from birth, oh, down south it's all racist.
Well, you know why though? I have to say honestly, no jokes aside, like one of the first times I came to Florida and people are like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Are you talking to me?" Hi.
Yeah.
So they're a lot nicer most of the time, but I mean, there's racism everywhere, and I'd rather have it
yeah.
outwardly, not secretively.
Mhm.
I don't want somebody smiling in my face and then saying all the shit, you know.
And that's the thing. I think down here it's more if somebody is racist, I think it's more out in the open. Whereas
Yeah.
Connecticut and New England in general, it's much more hidden. I think
Right.
that's just my own opinion. I don't
What
know.
you
I
say?
mean,
People
No, I
from
agree.
Connecticut are pussies, and they're afraid to say it all out.
All I heard was the P word and not much
No,
else.
you're saying that people in Connecticut are too scared to admit it.
to admit it kind of seems
some
that way,
are,
doesn't it?
some aren't.
Yeah.
I think so. Because I'll tell you right now, when a Southerner is, he ain't gonna have no problem telling you.
I ain't gonna hold back. Yeah. I
He's
mean,
not
and I've
gonna
only
hold
I've run to like one person so far that was blatantly like that. I was like, okay, you need to stand over there, buddy.
I ran into
So
a
I
guy.
gotta
He
ask you
said,
guys a serious question. Speaking of racist, have you guys ever met Clayton Bigsby?
"No,
No.
I never heard of this person.
So Clayton Bigsby is a blind, black, white
Oh,
supremacist.
is that okay?
It's fucked up.
that's the one Chris Rock or
No, Dave Chappelle.
made fun of, yeah."
Oh,
Yeah.
gee.
You know what? Though there's one.
Wait, are you
real
sure
life-
it's not just a ploy for attention? I mean,
No, there's one in real life where this guy was black and he was friends with the what is the head of
David Duke or something.
he was best friends with the Imperial whatever,
Yeah, that was David Duke back
the
in
Imperial Wizard.
Imperial Wizard. He would
Which
go to
that alone
meetings.
sounds so freaking stupid. You're the Imperial Wizard of what? It's not the Age of the
But he would
Dragons.
go to meetings with him too.
What?
Yeah.
Did you get your information from Fox News?
No.
I never heard.
No. Not at all.
Well,
I thought
anyway,
we were
what I
in
was
politics.
referring to was a skit that Dave Chappelle did that is freaking hilarious. That you guys should watch. He was a black, blind white supremacist because he was adopted and nobody had the heart to tell him that he was black, so he was a racist. And yeah, it's hilarious.
When you started talking about that, I remembered that. That's why I laughed.
Yeah,
I remember that skit. Everything Chappelle did was hilarious, man.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a genius.
Up until recently, because all this woke shit. I don't know.
All this what shit?
Woke shit. Comedy's not the same no more. Comedy is not the same no more at all.
I agree. You should be able
a lot
to
of
make
stuff's
fun
not the same. I mean, you can't. I think it's unrealistic to think that you can go through life with trying to not insult anybody at 100% of the time. It's ridiculous. You can't. Yes, everybody should have equal rights in this country, right? It should be protected by law, but you can't walk around trying to spare everybody's feelings about everything 24 hours a day. It just, I don't see it working. And you can't, if you feel like you can't really speak your mind, what did comics like Richard Pryor, George Carlin, and Lenny Bruce? I mean,
they would be canceled.
Oh yeah,
yeah, right.
Are you kidding me? Richard Pryor would be canceled years ago.
Not even that cutting edge. I mean, you look at what like Don Rickles used to do on Dean Martin's show or Carson's show. I mean, you couldn't do that today.
No.
Who was the black guy, Phil, before the Good Times and Jeffersons, who would do skit shows? He was like like Martin used to do, but before Martin, what was his name?
Well, there were several.
Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson. There was Godfrey Cambridge.
Nipsey Russell.
Like Flip
Phil,
Wilson.
look at you knowing stuff.
Phil's
so I know the stuff.
Phil writes books for movies and stuff. But Flip Wilson would be canceled now.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it is. That's what's. But you want to know something? I think the conversation sort of veering into a bit of a more serious / comic direction. Maybe we should veer it back to a little bit more musical, especially since the Sawtelles are sitting by their instruments waiting to play. So what do you say we give the Sawtelles the microphone and the spotlight?
Nice segue, Phil.
All right, well, play something. Let us know if you can hear this.
I turned up, so it should be okay.
I got to turn my snare on. He shut my snare off.
Why are you shutting her snare off?
That sounds a little sexy, don't it?
No. I had a friend in the studio yesterday. He's recording acoustic guitar tracks, and we couldn't have the snare on.
Yeah.
All right, can you hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
We won't be stagnant. We'll keep on revising. Cricket is trying disappearing ink, and that's not surprising. Flavor of the month is down the sink. Who's deciding? We might be frequent or jaded. That's not where we're residing. Followers and influencers of a quarter hour. One instant fame that's like a loaded gun. Drinking black hats and silver wolves and alabaster dogs.
Guarding the door.
Guarding the door.
Down on the floor.
Down on the floor.
Guarding the door.
Guarding the door.
Down on the floor.
No, you can't outrun. 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 You can't outrun what you become. fight my way out of traps, set by doubt and rage. Continue to play sounds of a golden age. Belief has a wavelength that is sure to engage. Let's play and record and have love up the stage. Followers and influencers every quarter hour. One instant fame that's like a loaded gun. We're chasing black cats and silver wolves and alabaster dogs. Guarding the door. Guarding the door. Down on the floor. Down on the floor. Guarding the door. Down on the floor. Down on the floor. You know you can't outrun. You can't outrun. You can't outrun. You can't outrun. Can't outrun. Can't outrun. Can't outrun. Can't outrun. Can't outrun. Can't outrun.
What's the Peter Pino Show? Only on PPRNradio.net.
We won't be stagnant. Keep on revising.
I thought you were over before. So.
Thank you, PPRN.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sawtelles.
All right. Well, I got people listening and watching. Coming up in July, we're off next week because we're going to enjoy the 4th of July. So coming up.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks for
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for telling the blackjack.
Shut up.
Well, we didn't have a guest, so I figured we'd just take the day off. Besides 4th of July, no one's going to listen. July 10th, we have Angel Connell, who's coming on.
Filmmaker, writer, very funny guy.
Awesome.
And Chris Anino, pro wrestler, is going to be joining
Chris
us.
Anino, that's right. Chris Anino's going
Is
to
he
be
going to stomp off and bang the wall? Don't
Chris
talk
is great.
like
Bang
that.
the table. Don't swear.
Actually,
He's a great
Chris pulled a fire truck one time.
Yeah.
What did he do? Pull?
He pulled-
Oh, you mean like pull it? Like put a
With his arms.
harness on and yank
Yeah.
on it? Like World's Strongest Man?
Yeah.
I used to watch that on ESPN, the World's Strongest
those
Man.
are hilarious. They used to have those over New Year's. I remember they would show those episodes. Yeah.
And then coming up on the 17th, we have Karina, who's going to be on the show. Karina's going to be on the show with Dave Sheehan. Karina took off to get her own show down here not down here, but in Atlanta. So
Karina was actually the first time she did our show was with Jason. They were the two guests on the show together.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Full circle moment.
And then coming July 4th, Burke Floyd, who was in the movie
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn, and he was also in the TV series Dawson's Creek.
Oh wow.
Huh.
So we have July almost filled up. So that's good. Shit.
Nice.
Yeah, because I was gonna do it, and then I'm like, you know what? Who's gonna listen on 4th of July night?
No, nobody is. Everyone's going to be in the bar.
It's gonna be at the bar. They're gonna be doing fireworks. So
Fireworks.
They're being blowing their hand off with a cheap imported fireworks from Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, I have a story. Okay, well, I have a story about fireworks. So one day, when I was a kid, and my dad, we were lighting sparklers, right? And for some reason, my dad's idea was to put the lit sparklers on the clothesline. We lived in a 2-family, so we were on the 2nd floor. So he's gonna like put the sparklers on and then like kind of reel it out into the yard. And then what happened was he put the sparklers on the clothesline and he didn't realize it had like one of those separator things and it hit the reel like at the other end. And the sparkler just fell off the clothesline and burned the shit out of his foot.
Oh my God.
Of course he didn't have, I don't know why he didn't have shoes on. Like my dad would always be like, don't ever do don't ever do any heavy lifting without work boots on. You're going to lift that dresser with sneakers on. And you know, like all my life, I heard stuff like that. And then he's playing with lit sparklers barefoot and he burns the shit out of his foot.
It's funny you say that.
Lifter.
It's funny you say that because I'll do a lot of housework with no shoes on and or with shoes on and nothing will drop on my foot. The minute I do it with sandals on, I'll drop a fucking like cobblestone or a fucking something from the driveway on my foot or something from gardening tools.
I think too. People think that sparklers are just sparklers, right? What harm can they do? So that's probably why. But I have a real quick story about fireworks. So 4th of July weekend, I'm home. My kids were probably Brian, my ex-husband, worked tonight, so he was sleeping and he had gotten the fireworks. So it was myself, one of my best friends, her 2 kids, which I think the ages were maybe like 8, 7, 6, 5. Anyway, we're drinking heavily. Now it's 4th of July night. We find these sparklers. So I'm like, all right, kids, we're going to light these sparklers. So I light these sparklers. They legit go across the street, hit the neighbor's house. They're sparking everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, everybody get back in the garage. You're going to get hurt. So they get in the garage. One would think that would have been enough, but I was like, oh, it must have been some kind of a fluke. Something must have been wrong with those fireworks. Let me do it again. So I get these other fireworks. The same thing happens. Thank God my neighbors weren't home. And then Brian tells me the next day that I forget the kind that they were, but they were bottle rockets. I guess you're supposed to put them in a bottle and they go up in the sky, but it legit shot to my neighbor's house. Great,
Mom. The bottle rockets.
Yeah,
bottle rockets or like the Roman candles.
Yes,
you hold it and they come shooting out.
Lit up the sky, but across the street at the neighbor's house, hit the windows. It's a miracle that house didn't catch on fire.
Nice.
Hey, what do people think about those in the mall parking lots, the tents? Instead of the fireworks, they have the meat. Like you could go and buy like prime ribs and come on, any thoughts on that?
Mall meat.
Yeah, no.
The answer is
thanks.
no. Please tell me you don't do that, Miss
I'm going to tell you right now, when I was working for, I think I was doing it for, was it WHCN? No, Kiss 95.7. We did it, and I'll tell you what. That meat isn't bad.
Really?
But it isn't good, is it?
But I'm going to tell you something right now. You got to go there and you got to. They're not listening. So you got to go there and you got to finagle them because I'm going to tell you they have 7 different prices. So they're going to get you in there. They're going to tell you you're going to get 40 ribeyes for $20. And they're like,
where are they getting these from? From Lambs?
No, they get it. Well, the trucks are from out west, and they're real meat.
China,
but they freeze them. But they give
exactly.
you these little. They give you these little.
They're really cats.
They're like this big. The ribeyes are like this big, so they get you in there, and they're like, "All right, I can give you the ribeyes, but I have chicken and I have shrimp." And what they do is they lay out this big box, and there's big boxes of everything. So they're like, "All right, I'll give you everything on this table, so you get
$99."
No.
So
you get meat, shrimp, everything for chicken for $450. You're like, yeah, no, I can't afford it. They're like, all right, we'll take out the shrimp and the fish, and we'll give this to you for $375. Yeah, no, I can't afford it. Well, we'll take the chicken out and give you all the steaks for like $200.
We'll give you the dog meat for $150 a pound.
And you're like, no, I can't afford it. You're like, I can't afford it, so I just want the ribeyes. I came here for the ribeyes. That's what I want. You guys said $40 for 20. I'm getting those.
It just seems odd to me. If you go to a farmer's market and they're selling fresh vegetables that you can see, smell, if they've got even bugs on them, you understand it's coming from a farm. There's just something very, 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 very wrong when you go to a mall and they're in a huge parking lot selling frozen meat. It just does not.
I thought the meat was good.
I'm sure you did.
Jason, do they have that and by you?
Yeah, they do. Every now and then I drive by and see it. I wouldn't. No.
What about
you? Don't buy it. Yeah.
I remember that.
Notice he said I drop by and see it like it's a spectacle, like it's something to just watch from afar.
Let's go watch the meat. Let's go watch the meat.
Exactly.
Well, they got the big signs out. They got the big tent, and it's hard to miss, But yeah, I think I always skip
Good
by
for
that
you,
one
Jason.
star.
I'm proud of you. Stay away from that.
It's
stuff.
like going to a mall now. At least here in the Northeast, they're like dead and empty, and it's all sad. And
meanwhile, half of you eat at a fucking chain restaurant that probably has that frozen meat from that truck.
Probably.
But at least we don't know that it was sitting in a freaking 90-degree parking lot for 3 hours.
Pete, I remember you were getting some deal at was it like a bodega or something? Like, was it when you lived in
Watertown Meat Market?
Oh, that's where it was. Watertown. Yeah.
Yeah. It was always
Watertown Meat Market was a butcher. That's a legit meat market. Like, that was a butcher. They're not in a freaking parking lot with a truck.
You never heard of freeze dry?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, y'all do what you want, you know. I just no, thank you.
If you saw what those animals ate, you wouldn't care where the meat came.
Jose wouldn't care where the
didn't
meat
look
came
shaved
from.
and rotting, did it?
Yeah, I mean, they're walking the street.
Oh wait, did you notice that as soon as we said that, then Mr. Sawtelles all of a sudden picked up his cat? Is that a cat?
Yeah, that's Gino.
Yeah, it's Gino.
He identifies as canine.
He looks like Garfield.
He likes to walk.
Does look like Garfield.
If I say OUT, like I can't say OUT because then he screams, and I put the harness on him and a leash, and we go walking around out in the yard. And we have a big wheel. It's a 42-inch wheel for dogs to run in, but he runs in it. We have 3 cats and 2 run in this wheel.
Hang on, wait a second. Time out. You have a hamster wheel for cats? Is that what you're saying?
It's big. Yeah, it's like a 42-inch wheel. It's called Go Pet is the brand. And the cats, 2 of them go in it and just haul ass. It's so fun.
You guys should bring that to one of your shows.
Yeah. I'd love to see that video.
Have the cat running in the fucking thing the whole
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you scroll through our
and then you can
Facebook.
just lie to people and say that this is a big hamster that you fed something, blah blah blah. It's really a hamster. This is what happened.
We fed this hamster mall meat.
Miracle Grow.
Mall meat.
Mall meat. That sounds like a porn back in the 70s. John the pile driver starring in Mall Meat.
You too can have a cat this big.
Mall meat.
Yeah, that's
oh my
Gino.
God.
Gino loves people, and if you say FOOD, because now it's like it's
If
time
you say
for
food,
that. Oh yeah, he screams for that.
I thought
oh,
he would
yeah.
hear it. I was trying to be funny. Sorry.
I didn't know that animals had such personalities until I got a husky.
Oh yeah, your dog is so cute.
I swear to God, he either got a really good memory or he has an internal something because he knows exactly what time it is because Ricky only takes him out once a day.
Yeah, dogs know time. It's
yeah,
amazing.
they totally cats know
too.
time.
Cats
Yeah,
do
the
too.
cats
Not
know.
only do they know time, though, they can sense if you come home and you're in a bad mood. If your dog ordinarily jumps on you and is all happy, it's like they can sense it. And if they just sense that you just need a hug, they are just there.
I'm too paranoid.
You know what I
When he starts licking me, I'm like, what do I got cancer, buddy? What are you doing? Why do you keep licking that area? I have cancer. I'm calling the doctor.
Oh my God.
Is that the same with your chickens and ducks and geese? Do they also have the same type of internal clock that,
You have
dogs
chickens
have?
and ducks and geese? You
I
really
do,
are
yeah.
precious, aren't you?
They, believe it or not, they do know the time pretty well. They know when it's time to eat and whatnot.
Yeah.
I came home a few days ago and I come home I have a real early lunch. I usually come home around 9 or so. Sometimes
You have
8.
lunch at 9 o'clock? What time
Yeah,
is
because
start?
I go into work at 5. So I come home one day early morning and I come to the back porch and one of the roosters hops up on the door. And I'm like, okay, he's coming over to see me, whatever. He hops down and stares at me. And I'm like, I look over at my wife, Jenna, and it's like, what the hell is this kind of thing? She looks, open the door. Okay, I open the door. The thing walks in. She goes, he does that every day at this time. I'm like, what the hell? So he's got a routine now? This is what he does kind of thing? It's a freaking rooster.
I have so many questions about that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, that's okay.
So, number one, you have a rooster. So you've got a big cock.
We've got a couple of them, yeah.
Okay. And then your big cock stares at you in the face and comes in the house.
And goes into the porch, not the house. I don't let him in the house, but it goes into. We have a back enclosed porch, and apparently he likes to go in there at a certain time, and I have no idea. I'm always at work. I don't know what the hell happens back there. I don't know what.
So you're at work and your wife is home with all these cocks that you have no idea what goes on the front porch. Okay.
No idea what's going on in that back porch. No, I'll
so
admit that one.
All jokes aside, so you're saying
no.
you kind of have feelings like a dog would have? Like you're not scared of the roosters? I don't know.
No, I mean, we've had a couple of roosters that were assholes.
Julie, what were you gonna say?
I was just wondering, Jason, like, do you eat these animals? Like, why do you have like chickens and
eggs?
He likes to eat cock.
Eggs. We got for the eggs. Because most of the chickens we have are all egg layers. Like we don't have any meat birds. You know.
So then what happens? Like when they're past their prime, do you have to just dispatch them? Like when they're old and they don't lay anymore, or do they just die on their own?
We just let them do their thing. We don't cull them or anything. You know, we don't kill them. We just let them do their thing.
You don't have any fryers, you're saying?
No,
I don't have any fryers. No.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. No, I hate my husky. Jason, we're gonna play a song. I hate my husky nose when it's sexy time because he fucking stares at us.
Stares at
you. And Ricky's like, just ignore him. I'm like, how do you ignore this asshole? You don't ever see a husky smile?
Oh yeah.
He's smiling and panting. It's like he's either laughing at me or he's excited or something. And in my head, I'm like, he's laughing at me. He sees my dick. But he's like,
he's like, yeah, Pete, keep trying.
The huskies are so goofy, dude. I hate them. I love my dog. Don't get me wrong, but if anybody ever told you get a husky, then do it.
Do it, yeah.
You're the biggest assholes in the world, but they're just, I don't know, they're fun.
They're entertaining. Yeah, they're great.
He sings with me, dude. He sings. I'll be on the couch and he'll smack me in the head and then start singing.
I thought you were going to say smack you on the ass.
He does that too sometimes. He's a boxer. He likes to hit people. He's like, hey. When he starts singing, all right, Jason, what do you want to sing for us?
Well, I think Phil had a request earlier, so why don't we go about that?
Go for it.
We'll do this Kip Moore song. Let's see if I remember how to play it here. Let's see. Make sure we're in tune first.
At least he didn't do it during the show, Phil. Remember those people?
Oh God, yeah.
They would play the whole show.
What's that? Yeah.
To get in the metal bands, they would play the whole show, like.
Oh, jeez.
Drumming while we're trying to talk.
Yeah, we went to your house one time. You were down in your basement and like a big long table that rectangular, and Ricky was down one end and people just sat all the way around.
Yeah. Actually, was a table we got from Goodwill screwed to another table.
Was that Naugatuck?
Yeah, we painted it black and sparkly.
I remember that.
And then we hung
That's pretty creative.
That was actually a cool studio.
A lot more. It wasn't as claustrophobic.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah, very cool in the winter.
Oh yes, we all sat there in our winter coats doing the show.
Are you ready, Jason? You don't get to rush the water, all right?
Let's give it a shot here.
Okay.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hey, pretty girl, won't you look my way? Love's in the air tonight. Bet you can make this old boy's day. Hey, pretty girl, won't you look my way? Hey, pretty girl, can I have this dance? And the next one after that. Gonna make you mine, there's a real good chance. Hey, pretty girl, can I have this dance? 'Cause life's a long and winding ride. Better have the right one by your side. And happiness won't drag its feet. And time moves faster than you think. Hey, pretty girl, wanna take you home. My mama's gonna love you. She'll make me sleep on the couch, I know. Hey, pretty girl, wanna take you home. Hey, pretty girl, let's build some dreams on a house on a piece of land. We'll plant some roots and some apple trees. Hey, pretty girl, let's build some dreams. 'Cause life's a long and winding ride. Better have the right one by your side. And happiness won't drag its feet. And time moves faster than you think. Hey, pretty girl, you did so good. Our baby's got your eyes. And a fighter's heart like I knew she would. Hey, pretty girl, you did so good. Hey, pretty girl, wanna see the light. And it's my time to go. Gonna thank the Lord for a real good life. Pretty little girl and a beautiful wife. Thank you.
Hey, pretty girl with the
Very
J,
nice,
girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can urban it up a little bit there. Hey, little girl, scary girl.
I didn't understand the part where you brought the woman home and that your mom makes you sleep on the couch. I kind of got scared that like the mom was going to go to bed with the girl.
He's an Orthodox Jew. They can't sleep
You
together.
sleep on the couch.
Yeah, right.
Well, don't worry about it.
I'm guessing. I
love
didn't write
that
the song, but I'm guessing that he took him to see his parents. I'm gonna take a wild stab at that one.
Oh, like for the weekend, and then they want to keep them separated.
Right.
Okay, I got it. Okay,
that would be my guess.
Okay, then I thought you could have. Let's go to the mall and buy some meat.
Buy some meat, yeah.
Meat
that's in the
Buy
sequel
some
to
meat
that
curtains.
song.
I guess that's a whole new thing of
You
meat
really took some
curtains. You can
notes.
say, huh?
Buy some mall meat.
Hey, is that song? Is that as creepy as that Benny Mardones song? Like the
Benny
lyrics?
Mardones.
Yeah,
She's
it's
just
like
16 years old.
old, leave her alone.
Ouch.
They say.
How is that guy not in jail?
Just
That
like
Yeah,
Rick
and-
James.
And
That
the
is a
thing
little
with
creepy.
that song is they friggin' play it on the Jesus station.
Well,
WJMJ, which is like the religious, where every DJ sounds like Jerry Christopher, no matter what time of day it's.
Yeah, they all do, and they play that song on that station. I sent them an email. I mean, I'm not a prude, but if I'm listening to this God station, Jesus station with my little kids, and they're playing, say, like a Michael Jackson song, and then the kid looks up Michael Jackson and sees like all the stuff that went along with him. Or like the Doors, like let's look up. Oh, I don't know anything about the Doors, but that like Light My Fire, that was a good song. And then they look up and like read all the stuff about Jim Morrison. Should that be on the Jesus station? I don't think that.
I'm just impressed with the fact that you're a musician and you listen to the Jesus station, and then wrote an email.
Oh yeah, it's like all the yacht rock. Yeah. Oh, and they never wrote back. They never wrote back about that. But
you should write back and say that you're a 7-year-old boy, and I bet you they would write.
Julie, you can listen to yacht rock, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
I'm serious.
I'm black. I don't know what yacht rock is. Can someone explain it to me?
Do.
It's like 70s soft mellow rock.
Yeah.
Like the Carpenters.
I
love the Carpenters.
Actually, the one on Sirius plays a lot of Luther. They play a lot of George.
Luther Vandross, or is there a different Luther?
They play a lot of old R&B. They play a lot of old jazz too.
Oh, like on the Jesus station? Or
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a good station. It plays good stuff, but I would say if I was this religious person, I would not be happy with some of the song selections. If they do they not listen to the lyrics of these songs? Obviously not.
Well, what the solution to that problem is? Send them a song by Nicki Minaj and ask them to play that and see what they say.
But if you have that criteria, though, then the only thing they're going to be playing is Onward Christian Soldier. So, I mean,
give us a bar of that, Phil.
Onward Christian Soldier, sword against the foe. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't. You've got some pipes there. All right.
Very rusty pipes. Yeah.
Notice I said I. Nah. You look all right, Pete.
Yeah. Nowhere as good as the Sawtelles or Jason. That's why they're here with their instruments.
Exactly.
I'm here with my instrument, but it doesn't make any sound. So.
My instrument.
It'll do some damage on some nipples.
Good night too. So.
Yeah.
Feels like Bob the Builder.
At least you got your tambourine sound there. We still can't see it on the camera. You got to get the camera a little lower. So.
I don't know what you mean by my tambourines.
Oh yes, they go tambourines. Yeah.
You will in the winter.
Must be jelly because jam don't shake like that. Yeah.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Is your auntie sleeping? It looks like is she reclined?
It looks like a white girl gone drunk.
She just said, "No, I'm not sleeping. I'm chilling."
Hi, auntie.
Like how far back does that couch go?
She's waving hello. So she's the reason that I'm even. Like I said, it's I can barely talk. I've been up since 3 a.m. Then I was like, oh my God, I got to do this show. I don't have a light. I don't have my lighting. So she set up the lighting. So she's just relaxing on the couch. She is literally the most chill person you will ever talk to in your entire life. When I've gone through the most chill person, when I have gone through the highest stress,
are we going to ignore that question? How far back does that couch go? Look how far back she's leaning. Is the couch broken?
No,
Lord, she's little. She's really little. Look how God.
No, she's comfortable. She's made the couch part. She's one with the couch.
She's melted into that couch.
She said, "No, I's not." She melted into that couch.
What's her accent from?
Excuse me. What nationality am I, Pete?
Barbazo?
Excuse me? Barbazo? What the fuck is Barbazo? Are you serious?
Barbados.
Trinidad. Come on.
Thank you, Phil. I mean,
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad's next to Barbosa.
Phil's only for 10 seconds.
Yeah, Trinidad and Lumbago. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. Did you just say lumbago? Because I'm going to have to punch you through the screen, too.
Actually, can someone send us fresh bagels? We don't have any good ones down here.
Wait, my aunt said, violence.
We got no good food down here. If you're coming down for the food, don't come.
Oh,
is that Pizza Hut there, Pete? The one that you were?
Yeah.
That was one of your best stories. Yeah.
Did you guys ever hear that story?
No.
Pizza Hut story.
The first time I moved to Florida, I worked for the cable company, and I made friends with this guy, and he's like, "Oh, we come from New Haven. We have the best pizzas." So I'm like, "Where can we get good pizza?" And the guy's like, "Come on, I'm gonna bring it to the best pizza you ever had." We're driving, and I see this fucking little square, and I'm like, no. And it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it fucking says Pizza Hut. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Ketchup and bread. It was like ketchup and bread. But they think that Pizza Hut's the best pizza in the world. If they came to New Haven, they'd be like, that shit's garbage. This shit's garbage.
It's burnt. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's burnt.
They don't know. Like their food down here is so different.
Is there any what is in like the region? Is there a food that's actually like good down there that people would?
Seafood?
Me personally, I don't eat a lot of stuff, but Ricky does. So Ricky likes gator.
Okay.
Tastes like chicken.
Grouper. Grouper is like the cod up there.
Okay.
And then I know mahi. Mahi is expensive up in Connecticut.
Oh yeah.
But down here it's not.
Okay.
You got the seafood off the coast, so your fishermen are bringing it in fresh.
Yeah, but I don't think mahi is caught in the coast, is it?
I don't know offhand.
I don't know.
We have a lot of fish. They call grouper the Jewfish. I don't know why they call it a Jewfish, but these fish grow. These fish can grow up to. I think someone caught one that was 90 pounds the other day.
Jesus.
Yeah. 90 pounds, but it's like white meat. It's like cod.
Okay.
Okay.
But our lobsters don't have claws, so they're not really a delicacy.
Wait, I missed something. Whose lobsters don't have claws?
Florida lobsters don't have claws.
So what do they just have, tails?
Just tails and feelers. That's it.
I mean, I like the tails, but
They have the little pinchers still, the leg, because they obviously got to crawl, but they have the legs with the pinchers on it. That's it. But we have real scallops. Like what you guys get is whale meat. We have real scallops.
So I was only gone for like a minute. How did the conversation get from whatever we were talking about to laughing to a serious conversation about crustaceans?
Ricky. Julie asked me how the food was down here.
So Julie, is your last name Sawtelles or is that just the name of the band?
No, that's just our band name. That's all. But people just think like
It's kind of like our last name
like
too.
people don't know what our real name is. They just say, "Oh, it's the Sawtelles," because we're usually together.
So are
for
you
the most
together
part.
together? Or
Yeah,
are you just
married 24.
They haven't
almost
24
separated
years.
30 years.
Oh, nice. That's very cool.
Yeah.
When's
So
the last time you guys separated, like for a whole day?
Peter went down his birthday last year. I know that's so people think
She's
it's
like
this
last
fun
week
thing.
when I met some other guy and did something on the
Last
down.
I was at the mall when I was getting meat. In more ways than one.
Last July, he went down with his daughter to Pittsburgh for a couple of days.
For a week.
Yeah,
And,
Bob says there's a pizza 5 minutes from him. It's disgusting.
No, but Julie had to go to San Francisco
For a work
for a
thing?
training thing, and we realized at that point
We had never.
we
spent
hadn't slept
one-
apart in 21 years.
I was gonna say you must have been crushed, dude.
Yeah,
You
he
must
was
have been
good
crushed.
until like about Wednesday, and then it was like all over Wednesday. I
I
felt
just-
so bad.
Well,
I
when
get
you
to-
said all over, so what did he say to make you feel like he missed you so much?
I don't think we. I mean, it's not like he said, "Oh, I missed you so much." It's just we're together all the time.
Well,
And
that's what I
Wow.
mean. So how
I
did it
can,
feel?
I can
Like,
imagine the conversation now. Like, where the fuck do you put the laundry detergent?
or how do you know he wasn't like 21 years? Like,
No.
oh, I gotta say her in the
yeah,
middle.
no, I
No, not at
know,
this
I know.
age,
No, he
man.
was
Not
like
at this age.
crying. No,
Oh,
I
see,
know,
That's
yeah.
what I wanted to
Pete,
hear.
there's
I
nothing
love
wrong with that because when I
How
leave
come
Ricky,
suddenly I can't see him? Oh, there he is. Okay.
when I leave Ricky for more than a day, I'm a mess too. I'm video calling her.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, because we're always, I mean, we're like an anomaly, I think. Most of the people that we know, we could know people for 20 years and we've never
Like some
met
musicians
their
that we know,
spouse,
we've
like,
never seen their spouse
or their significant
in like
other.
20 years.
Yeah.
Like, does
You
she
guys
really...
have been together so long that if one of you cheated, you would get beat up. How dare you?
Yeah,
What
right.
are you doing?
By strangers who knew who we were. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
What are you doing? We
He's
love
one of the Sawtelles. That's not Julie. Kick his ass.
Kick his ass,
You're
Seabass.
an angry mob right after.
Yeah, I don't know. We just, we enjoy just hanging out and being with each other. And then music makes it even better. I mean, that's kind of the only thing we
hear you.
fight over is music, like fighting over music. But like as
I'm
far
in a
as
similar relationship, so I get it.
like you like to hang out with the person. That's
Well,
it
no,
should be
so
like,
we connect over music. It's a whole long story, but I I'm with the producer, somebody that produced me back in my 20s, and I'm older, and he got me back into singing, and we do all these things together. So it's a connection, right? And obviously he's not perfect and does some things to get on my nerves, but there is that connection where maybe not other people can understand if you don't. I'm sure you connect musically on a level where he can just give you a look and you can know what you did right or wrong, or you know what I mean, and
right.
It feels good. It feels, so that's what I'm saying. I can totally understand that, and I think that's pretty cool. And you're very fortunate to have that, because not everybody can.
Yeah.
Do you have that same relationship, Jason?
We haven't been apart. Jeez, it's been a long time. So I can't remember last time. It's been years, literally, since we haven't.
See, we're all at that age where we can't be without our fucking other half.
Right.
So I gotta say, my other half, it's a long distance relationship. I only see him on the weekends. If you're listening, Billy, I love you so much. But I kind of I don't know, it's a mixed bag, because I moved in with my boyfriend, as you know, when I was 17, then had kids. And this is the first time I feel a little bit of freedom and get to know who you are without having to take care of somebody else. Because I think our cultures make you want to, Pete, I'm sure you're Portuguese, I'm Trinidadian, different cultures that come to America always have to take care of their men. So when you don't have to do that, and the kids are taken care of, and it's just me, I'm just feeling like, I don't have to cook anybody dinner. If I want my kitchen to be a mess, it's going to be a fucking mess. And then I see the person when I want to see him, and it's cool.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Did you just say fuck that? Yeah, because you're a guy.
Because I'm telling you, we're at the age where it's like I'm with somebody, and I get it. I get the alone thing. I really do. But then when there's some days where I'm like, I wish I was alone. And then when I'm alone in the hotel room, God, I wish I was back home.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like confused, like to where I don't know. We got routines. You know what I mean? Like we have routines, and it's like when people come to visit. Like if it goes past 5 days, we're gonna let you know.
Of
We
course.
might not tell you to your face, but you fucked up our routine for 5 days. Look, we get
that's one of my kids.
We get bagels on Sunday, man. I don't give a fuck if you don't want gluten. Too bad. You can go eat something somewhere else. On the first to 5 days, we're like, okay, I guess we'll have to adjust because that's being cordial. Well, like by the 6th day, we're like, we usually get bagels on Sunday. Are you coming? Because we're going without you. We don't want to.
Just remember, Pete, I will be there on Friday or Saturday, and we're going to get bagels. Hey.
Bagels is Sunday.
Sunday, Saturday, whatever. You'll do it according to my time schedule.
Wait, do you have good
But
bagels
anyway,
down
listen,
there?
guys, I am
we have terrible bagels.
You have horrible bagels down there?
We don't have good anything bakery.
You don't have well, maybe the whole generation of retired Jewish people, right? Because
it's the
they're all dead now. All the bagel makers.
It's the air out here.
It's the barometric pressure. It doesn't. So
yeah, you
if
can't
you
even
put
make
something in the oven, it literally cooks in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, like if you
well, listen, I have to be rude right now. I am beyond exhausted. I've been up since 3:00 this morning. I love you all. Thank you, Pete, for having me. Great show, but I need to get my ass to bed so that I can see you guys next time. So, Jason, great on the guitar. The Sawtelles, especially. I don't mean to call you the girl. I don't remember what your first name is. But you're fucking hilarious, you guys. You can tell that you guys vibe together. That was really, really amazing. Phil, I know. I was gonna say, I love you, but I know you love me. So. Yeah, keep looking.
Yeah, adjust the camera. Adjust the camera.
He's trying to look down.
We got to keep him guessing. All right, Pete, and I love you, so I'll be in touch with you probably tomorrow because I'm gonna be up that way Friday.
All right, have a good night.
All right, good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So I was saying, what was I saying?
It doesn't matter.
So the bakery. Yeah, I know. So the bakeries down here, the bread comes out stale. It just doesn't. There's nothing good food wise in Florida. Like if we want bread, we literally got to go to Publix at 8:00 in the morning, and then put it in the freezer to eat it in the afternoon so it doesn't lose its freshness.
How about you make bread?
We do, but the barometric pressure down here is something. So a lot of the stuff will cook on the top, but the bottom won't cook. So I had to buy a pizza oven. I had to build one basically to get pizza to taste halfway decent. And I got to get the stone to 950 degrees for it to actually cook the bottom.
Okay.
But it burns the top. So
it's the sea level thing. So sea level is just as bad as like being up in the mountains.
Yeah, we're very flat down here.
Now,
it's like being in Colorado.
Okay.
Because Colorado, everything fucking you have. When I was doing coffee machines in Colorado, we had to set them to a different setting because water would boil like 20 minutes faster than regular water. So
now, how far are you from water?
Oh, I live in the Gulf.
So you haven't experienced? Have you experienced any like? You haven't been there that long, so like no hurricane type things yet?
No, we did our first year here. We were getting ready to close on a house and a hurricane hit.
Okay.
So we had to wait 40 days for the closing.
Okay.
And it hit in the county that we actually bought the house in.
I mean, that's kind of scary. I mean, I know it's awesome. Like, I guess people live where they want to live. You live in California and it's wildfires or mudslides and earthquakes, and people live there because they love to live there.
But the thing is once a hurricane hits you, I don't know if it's like lightning. It doesn't hit the same place twice.
Okay.
And if it does, it's very rare because when was the last time New Orleans had a hurricane?
Right.
And there's been a million of them in the Gulf. So
now, what about like Jason? What's your bad weather? Do you get tornadoes out there?
Tornadoes. Yeah, we've gone through we've had a couple of tornadoes actually come into our town and whatnot.
Man, that scare the crap out of me.
It does. I mean, we got tornado sirens. They test them every Saturday at noon.
Okay.
And someone come from New England. First time I heard this damn thing, I know what the hell it was. And I figured it out, they're just testing the sirens. Okay, but yeah, we've had a couple. I had one time, I was at work one time and I'd go, I had to hang out and wait out a tornado that touched down that town. I was on my way to work and my wife calls me up and says, "Get your ass back home. There's a tornado right now."
Oh man, that's
I'm like, thank God we haven't had any destruction on the house or anything. We have bad windstorms and whatnot, hail every now and then, but yeah, tornadoes are real, man. They're scary.
So what if they're testing the sirens, but then it's like a real tornado? Like
I've often wondered that. What the hell? I mean, they do send them out the alerts over the phone too.
Okay,
so you'd see it on the phone, but I got woken up. It was like 1 a.m. or something one morning, and the sirens are blaring.
Oh,
sure
man.
enough, when
do you
it
have like
touched
a
down,
basement or something? Do you go
we
down
don't. Nobody has a basement here either.
Oh man,
everything is crawl spaces. There are no basements. Yeah, you go to the most central area of the house, exactly, and you hunker down. That we have a shelter in Milan that you can, but you got to drive to it. So it's like, all right, if tornadoes touching down, I'm not going to drive to the
well, it might get you there quicker, though. Right?
Might get me there quicker, yeah, or it might get me somewhere else where I didn't intend to be, kind of thing.
Most of our houses are built.
Jason, what happens with the ducks and the geese and the chicken if there's a tornado coming? It's like house and everybody.
They got barn. They fend for themselves. They ain't coming in the house. No, they if they're smart, they go in the barn. If not,
if not, they're in Arkansas. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And you know what? That's a good thing to say because we have domesticated animals so much. Like I was telling Ricky the other day, I said we wanted to buy a new truck, and I said we'll be able to put Daryl, who's the name of the dog, in the back. She's like, "Oh no, if he doesn't have air conditioning, no."
That's right.
Air conditioning and a seatbelt, like rednecks. Florida is pickup trucks and dogs in the back. It's like a thing. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Oh no, he doesn't have air conditioning." No.
We didn't even. What about when we were kids? I used to stand up like on the back seat, or or stand up on the front bench seat. Yeah, we didn't. Nobody wore seatbelts when we were kids.
or you rode in the bed, or yeah.
Right.
We as a human have domesticated lizards. It's ridiculous. Like people are grooming alligators to be pets now.
Yeah, no, thank you. No.
Like what I always say, I was like, you realize the husky is a wolf, right?
Yeah.
Wolves are meant to put on this earth to protect themselves and their people or
their pack,
their family, their pack,
Yeah.
right? My dog. If someone comes to the door, we're done. We're done. Especially if you're out there and you're robbing houses, let me give you a little tip. Bring a wrapper with you because you'll fuck a dog up. Just bring a cheese wrapper or something with you, and leave that shit to the side, and you can rob that house all day. Dogs love fucking the sounds of rappers. It's ridiculous. All right, it's getting late, so let's do one more song by each of them, and then we'll say goodbye, and we'll see you guys again soon. 2 weeks.
Oh, all right. What do we
Who
want?
wants to go first?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
All right, we'll go first.
I was saying this guy's tuned up, so go for it, man.
All right, go ahead.
He's just moving his capo. Peter's got music people. He's got 30 plus different tunings.
It's funny when you say Peter, I look at myself.
Feeling out a rubber burn all over town. Panic has the memory of making a sound. Smoking mirrors only work when truth is left town. If doubt is your accessory, it's time to slow down. The idol's renowned. The gifts will astound from the depths of a ramshackle zen. Tracks like no other, the crown floats above her when love has a cause to defend. Silver screen and golden age, you know where I've been. Art Deco, flashing beautiful since way back when. Glamour autographed on silver fountain pens. You'll find I'll be returning there time and time again. The idol's renowned. The gifts will astound from the depths of ramshackle zen. Tracks like no other, crown floats above her when love has a cause to defend. Feeling out and rubber burn all over town. Panic has a memory of making a sound. Smoking mirrors only work when truth is left town. Doubt is your accessory, it's time to slow down.
Nice.
Nice.
Music you don't know can't hurt you.
All right, Jason, you're up.
All right. Grab my pick somewhere around here. Where the heck I put that thing? There we go. All right, close enough. All right, let's do another original. This one is called Two Kids in Dirt.
Oh, yes.
Tonka truck and some old toy cars. Imagination will take them far. Just sandbox all day in June. What a great way to spend an afternoon. Couple of friends in summer sun. Long before this was their fun. Pair of BFFs with no regrets. This is good as good gets. Just two kids in the dirt. Just two kids in the dirt. High school ball was a little rough. Nothing's off with this damn tough. Wide receiver and a quarterback. One hell of a passing attack. The other team didn't have a prayer. Once that ball was in the air. Saturday nights out in the field. Everyone drank while they four-wheeled. Just two kids in the dirt. Just two kids in the dirt. Wide-eyed teens so gung-ho. Grew up watching G.I. Joe. Touching down in a foreign land. In a world covered in sand. Had just back until the end. You never let down your best friend. Arlington was the final spot. Side by side, their resting plots. Gave their lives for all it's worth. So much more than just two kids in the dirt.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Love that song.
What's up, Matt? How you doing? What's up, Bob? Thank you all for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Julie. The Sawtelles. Where are you guys going to be this weekend? Anywhere?
No, we actually have a weekend off. It's crazy. We were in Naugatuck on Sunday.
Where were you?
Sunday. Yeah, this past Sunday, right on the green. The market was being held on the green, right downtown. So we played down there.
Was the police dog there?
There was no police dog. There was no popo to speak of while we were there. I guess everything was under control.
If you see the handsome boy with the police dog, that's my nephew. He's a sergeant.
Okay.
Oh, what's his name?
Jake Pinho.
Jake. All right.
He's a 27-year-old sergeant.
Good for him.
All right.
Yeah, with the K9 too, so he's doing really well.
All right.
So, Matt, what's up, Matt? What's up, Bob? Don't forget to check out the Stripe show. Jason, you're not going to be anywhere anytime soon, are you, or no?
Well, I got the podcast going weekly. Doing this thing called Crushing Kayfabe. CrushingKayfabe.com. It's also on it's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. You can check it out.
I'm sorry, what's it again? Crushing
Kayfabe. Crushing with a K. Yep.
Okay.
A wrestling term kind of thing.
Okay.
So we focus on a lot on wrestling, and then
wrestling.
August 10th, I got a gig at the Then and Now flea market in Trenton, Tennessee, and they're doing their
flea market. Totally, that's right up our alley.
Yeah. And they'll be doing their 3rd year anniversary, so I'll be there probably around 10 o'clock or so, 10 in the morning.
Right.
That's why I love you guys, because you guys do the coolest things. Me and Ricky do the same shit now. We get so excited over the dumbest shit. It's awesome.
The
Where do you
dumbest
want to
shit
go?
is
Let's
cool
go to
though.
the. It is. Let's go to the. We have a bar called the Lazy Lizard. We go to the Lazy Lizard every Thursday and we drink buckets of rum. And they do music bingo too. So, all right, and don't forget to check out Phil's radio show, the Nutmeg Chatter, on WAPJ in Torrington on Sundays. If you can't listen while you're driving, listen to it on the intranet.
And if you can listen to it on the internet, if you're not able to listen to it while it's being broadcast at 3 p.m. on Sundays, listen to it at nutmegchatter.com. All of our episodes are archived going all the way back to the beginning. Also want to say a shout out to some of our friends who were in the chat room tonight. Chris is there. Good to see you, Chris. Love to Miss Rachel. Jonathan Sixay, who was on our show last week and had been a valued part of our family for a long time when we were in Southbury and Wallingford. Good to see you back on the chat and being back in our lives again. Everyone else who's listening in, thank you. Spread the word. Let people know that PPRN Radio is back. Not next week. We're going to be taking the holiday off, but we'll be back in 2 weeks from today with Angel Connell, filmmaker and writer, as well as wrestler Chris Anino. So you never know who's going to turn up on PPRN. We always have a good show here.
Julie and Pete might have their first fight on PPRN one day. So
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Can we broadcast it?
Yeah, we have to figure out how to get them to divorce. I think that'll get
No.
Hearing it in his voice is like, no, please. Not at this age.
I don't know how much is in it for me.
Well, you get half of whatever he saved.
No. Other people got to pony it up for us to divorce, and then I'll share it with them.
Yeah, we'll have a GoFundMe for our divorce.
There you go. Just don't do that indecent proposal. You'll be good.
Yeah.
That movie made me want to fight the guy. I don't know who I was mad, more at her or him, but whatever.
And thanks, Bob Clark. Good to see you on.
Bob Clark is one of our biggest fans.
I think we have to get Bob on the camera, not just in the chat room. He's a lot of fun. We have to get him maybe in sometime in July. Get him on one of the shows.
Yeah, he gave me a date, but I forgot it. He'll send me over a new one.
All right.
And he's got a sports show too. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. We love you guys.
Thank you.
More listeners now that we're saying good night than we did before. So if you want to listen to it, ppronradio.net. It's the video side and the radio side. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're everywhere you get your podcasts. And iHeart too, so just check it out. All right. Everybody have a good night. Let me say at the end of your show, buddy, stay black, y'all. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Phil, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks from today, yep. We're still on, so
Don't talk about us.